So King Sagara finished his yagna and he went back to his palace. And it was in his mind that he had to ask Ganga to come down from heaven to purify his son's ashes. But then he became very busy. He had meetings after meetings, calls after calls. He had no minute free time to think of anything. Then he became a very old man like this, and he retired into the mountains, into the Himalayas along with his wives to do meditation, to lead a prayerful and a simple life. After him, Anshuman became the king. Similarly, just like how Sagara was, Anshuman was also very busy. He never had a minute's time to think about bringing Ganga to earth. So he also became old. He went to the Himalayas to become lead a very simple life. Then came Dilipa. Dilipa was Anshuman's son. Dilipa was also a very busy man. It's not an easy joke to run a kingdom, When you are the leader, you need to do lots and lots of thinking and lots of work. So Dilipa also did not have a minute's rest. But Dilipa had a son called Bhagiratha who became the king after him. Now Bhagiratha was very determined. He said, I must bring Ganga down. How many years my uncles are lying in the nether world? Their ashes are lying there. Their souls have not reached heaven. I must bring Ganga down. So he deputed all the work. He selected able ministers, gave them all work to do, told them, you take care of my kingdom safe and sound. I am going to bring Ganga down. And he went to the Himalayas and he did penance. When he did penance, Brahma came before him and asked him, what do you want, Bhagiratha? Bhagiratha said, oh Lord, I want only one thing. I want Ganga to come down from heaven. You must send her from heaven down to earth. Brahma said, it's okay. I agree. I will send her. But she is a very powerful lady. If she falls down if she rushes down from heaven onto the earth cannot withstand her force. The earth will just go down. So, only person who can bear her weight and her force is Shiva. You must ask Shiva if he will come and help you. So Bhagiratha said, okay, my lord, I will pray to Shiva. And he did penance to Shiva. Shiva came and asked him, Bhagiratha, what can I do for you? So Bhagiratha said, oh Lord Shiva, I want Ganga to come down from heaven. But then Brahma told me she is so powerful that the earth cannot withstand her force. So will you please break her force when she comes from heaven? Shiva said, okay, I will do it. Ask her to come. I am standing right here. I will break her force. And Shiva stood with his trident, looking up at the sky, slightly tilted his head and waited for Ganga to come down. Bhagiratha called out to Ganga. He said, Ganga, please come down. Ganga started running and flowing and coming down to the earth. But just at the corner of heaven, she got a naughty and mischievous idea. She said, wow, if I come down with so much of force, I can push Shiva and he will fall down. How funny it's going to be. I think that's what I should do. I should come down with full force and fall on Shiva so that he gets tripped and falls down without being able to take my weight. Lord Shiva is the Almighty Lord. He can see through everything. Just he was standing there, he realized, so this is what Ganga is planning. Let's see what happens. So he tilted his head and stood like this. And Ganga came with full force and fell on Shiva's head. So Shiva had a kudumi just like this. He had tied up his hair just like this. So Ganga went into the hair. And Shiva, with his yogic powers, he is the Lord Almighty, entrapped her in his hair. And however hard Ganga struggled, she couldn't come out. She writhed and turned and tossed and tried to wriggle out, but nothing could bring Ganga out. She got stuck in his hair. She pleaded and cried. She said, let me loose. But did Shiva do it? No. He said, you stay there. But Bhagirath was very agitated. He was very sad. Then he told Shiva, please, Lord, send Ganga down. I need her. Please. And he prayed to Lord Shiva. And Shiva said, okay, but I will only give a few drops of her to you. So a few drops will flow out of my locks and you can take that and go. Then slowly one single drop, one single jet of water started flowing from Shiva's head. It fell on the earth and it started flowing slowly. And Bhagirath guided that water. And they say tiny drops of water make a mighty ocean. Like that, these tiny drops became a small river and they started flowing. And Bhagirath took this to the Netherlands where his grand uncle's ashes were. And finally, the League of the 60,000, the souls of the League of the 60,000 went to heaven. Now that is how Bhagirath brought Ganga to the earth. That's how Ganga came to the earth. She's a beautiful river. So Bhagirath, after all this, went back to his kingdom and he lived there happily ever after. Now, just as Vishwamitra was concluding and telling about how Ganga came down to earth, they had reached the gates of Mithila. So they just reached and they walked fast into the palace. So Rama and Lakshmana were very happy that they had heard about how Ganga came down to earth. You also know now, right? You have also understood how Ganga came down to earth. So as they were going into the palace, King Janaka came and welcomed them. So what happened at the palace? We'll wait and see.